Dear Mundu, it's very early in the morning. Story the baby woke up wanting food, so I've been dealing with that. Now she's trying to break out of this window, as you can see. She's had her breakfast already, but I did attempt to have my breakfast at the same time. It didn't work very well. Story needs full attention when she's being fed in the morning. She's had banana and coconut soy yogurt, and she attempted to have some porridge oats and did not want to finish them. I think she's gone off of oats. I'm attempting to utilise the early morning by editing a These Tiny Moments video, but it requires quite a bit of concentration, and Story also requires concentration, so it's not going very well. What are you doing now? Playing with Daddy's dressing gown? There's nothing under there you want.
This time with Nan.
I'm currently up to her 7-month memory, and she's now 11 months old, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. You've changed a lot since then, haven't you, Story? Hello. Hello. A little bit of time has passed now. My mum is awake and she's doing her workout. I've just finished a little bit more editing. Story the Bean has been in bed for a while. And as you can hear, she has risen. Yeah, let's get some light in here, yeah? That's better. I can see you now. Your beautiful head. Have a nice sleep. The nights have been getting more and more difficult recently with Story's teething. You can see her cheeks have been going very red, and yesterday she had a little bit of a mark on her tooth, and you can tell she's definitely in more pain now than she was before. Want to show us your teeth? You don't want to open your mouth? No, you don't have to. Morning, Eden. How was your sleep? You always have a nice rest, don't you?
Good morning. I've just finished my workout. I'm ready for the day now. I always find doing a workout in the morning, whether I feel like it or not, it always helps to have a more productive and better day. So that is why I done a workout this morning. I have been feeling rather scattered lately in my head and a bit disorganised with stuff and everything that's going on. So again, I find a workout really does help to focus. We are just about to pop out to the shop quickly because we need to get some bread and some staples, some essentials. So we're going to do that, and then when we come back, Jay and I are going to sit down and do a little business plan. Aren't we?
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah.
It's essential.
Yeah, we need to get everything in order and work from the same page. We are just going to write down everything that needs to be done and what we're doing and how we're doing it, and just have everything all in one place of what needs doing, because I'm feeling quite messy and lost. So it's needed, it's well overdue, and my to-do list is getting rather messy, so we need to just sit down and sort it all out.
It's only 13 degrees out there in the world today, and both of us have put on our heated seats for the first time since last winter, and our butts are feeling nice and warm now. Both seats were freezing when my butt touched the chair. I was like, oh my god, something needs to be done about that. This is one of those luxuries that you really don't need, but it's just so nice to have. It'll probably heat up quite a bit today though, because the sun looks like it's unobstructed, no clouds. The village is looking nice and sunny today. We're just taking a quick detour to drop off the recycling. I always feel like I need to thoroughly wash my hands after touching those recycling bins. The plastic and metal one, which I think gets used the most, actually has a warmth coming out of it, which is gross. It makes me think like all the bacteria in there is just like radiating heat. Yuck. Right, we've got some shopping to do. I've just noticed this Clio here is for sale. 1,590 euros. I think a Clio of that year would probably sell for about £300 in England. Crazy, isn't it? Sash just noticed that it's done 180,000 kilometres as well. It's crazy.
17 years old.
17 years old?
It was in 2000.
That's the shopping all done and dusted, and we met one of our viewers in the store today. Milton, his name was, right? I think so, yeah. Hope the pronunciation was right. Hola, nice to meet you. Away we go. Construction of our new superstore is well on its way. We still don't know what it is yet. The boot of this car smells like a bakery. It's that hot bread. Right, it's time to talk business. The coffee is made and the foliadas are on plates. Story has got her play zone all set out and we need to talk about things, so let's do that now. We've found over the years that the hardest part of running a business from home is time management and also being in control of the entirety of how you make your money. How can we improve on that? So that's what we're doing today. We're trying to assign time slots and tasks and assignments to each other and to certain roles that need to get done, because without it, this whole life that we've built for ourselves, we don't think is going to be stable enough to continue on as Story gets older, and we don't want to give up on this. And what are you doing with Mummy's notes? Story, don't ruin the business meeting. You don't need this.
Thank you. Mummy needs that.
This little baby does not know what she wants. She's rubbing her face for sleep, but she's not sleeping at all. She's had her food, she's had her milks. You're a very confusing baby. Very confusing. But lots of play as well. Well, the business meeting started off well. We managed to get some things decided. We are definitely going to relaunch our merchandise. Actually launch it for the first time, because we tried to to get product into Portugal before. I think we mentioned on the channel, but it got stuck at customs. Anyway, we're going to do that. Nobody's getting anything done with a screamy baby like you. Hey? You're very sweet. You're quite difficult, aren't you? I'm saying she's difficult, but she has actually been very, very easy up until now. This has been the hardest month for us, I think, so far. Okay, this is it. We're launching our campaign. Loading. Still loading.
Taken a while, isn't it? Story has been absolutely knackered for the last 3 hours. She's refused to go down in her cot for a sleep, and I've just come back into the living room and Daddy has danced her to sleep in his arms. Although, now you're a bit stuck. Daddy duties. Jay is still waiting for the campaign for the clothing to go on. It's taken ages, but Story has been put down on a little cushion on the floor, and we've put blankets down to make it cozy for her and covered her with a little blanket so she is nice and warm down there. We didn't want to put her in a cot because the last few times we've attempted to do that, she's got quite stressed and seems to sense when she's going into her cot now, and it's dark and it's a different environment. She's been out in the living room all day, so we just thought she needs to sleep. She's uncomfortable with her teeth and we're not going to force her to go into her cot, so she's next to Jay on the cushion and she is fast asleep. Her routine is non-existent today. She's been eating at different times, sleeping at different times. She hasn't had her dinner yet and she's fallen asleep when she should be having her dinner. So whatever happens, as long as she is comfortable and happy, that's all that matters. I've actually just been researching some natural remedies for teething. We've been quite lucky up till now and she's been relatively calm and fine with teething, but the last couple of days I think she's finding it a bit difficult now. So I was just seeing what we can do to help ease it and just make her more comfortable, apart from lots of cuddles. She actually fell asleep in my arms last night. She didn't want to go to bed and she fell asleep. I was dancing with her in the living room, and that's how we managed to get her into bed last night. And that's the first time she's done that since she was a newborn. Apparently rubbing a bit of peeled ginger over the baby's gums for 2 to 3 minutes can help. The first time we heard of that was when we spoke to our Portuguese neighbour, the lady that has the plot of land next to our garden. She said that, to rub ginger on the baby's gums. And now Google is telling me that as well. Also cloves. You can boil up some cloves in some water, soak the liquid onto a cold washcloth and let them suck it. So I might try that as well. We've got some cloves, so that might work. She was doing that the other day, chewing on her toothbrush. Teethers, she's got teethers. And that's what's helped her this afternoon actually. Her teether that goes in the fridge so it's cold. It's like a silicone teething ring, and that's been helping her.
It's now been about an hour since then. Story had a nice little nap in the end, didn't she, on the floor?
She did, yeah.
And now you're nibbling on an apple. I can hear that sound. Crunch, crunch, crunch. That's cute. How's it taste? Good?
This isn't a teething trick, this is just Story eating apples.
Yeah. Because Story is our first child, we obviously are experiencing everything for the first time. And I'm thinking back to when Story was 3 months old, and every time she did something that was difficult, we said, oh, it's probably because she's teething. But now that she's actually got teeth coming through and we can see the wounds where it's burst through the gum and she's been acting completely differently, I know that it was a completely different situation back then until now. 11 months old with a teething baby has been the most difficult so far. And yet, at the same time, watching Story now, crunching a little apple and going, delicious, is so rewarding. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Even with the both of us at home parenting Story together, this has been a difficult day. We're not getting sleep again and she's not responding to the normal things she responds to. It's not easy. Look at those little goofers.
You dancing? Is it nice?
Story says.
Apple mouth.
Yeah. If you're wondering how to watch the weekend vlogs, you have to become an 8 miler. Links are up here. And as a treat, if you are an 8 miler, you're automatically entered into our draw to win a 7-night stay in one of 2 villas in the south of Portugal, which are amazing places. So hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye, apple face.